Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go on EA Sports. From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Wilson on the hook up to Davis. 1st down, Jets. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They go play action now. Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Keelan Cole, 66 yards. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. He's going to let this go deep for Allison. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? And that's what I'm seeing so far.
Successful start to the drive, 17. One play has him to the 37 here. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2nd and 11. First carry for the former Tar Heel, Michael Carter. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. Defensive backs, and they took advantage of the young man right there. Guys, win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. And they'll try and go jet sweep here with Perriman. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative.
Back to throw, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Throw complete to Herndon. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on second down. Wilson, he's going to look deep for more. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Wilson. And the grab by Croft. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 minutes on the clock. Second quarter. 7-0 ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. There's Wilson to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Touchdown! It's complete. Elijah Moore from 21 yards away. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so unrecognized. It's hard to adjust because the first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Now Goff. He's got Perriman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. And this is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Brashad Perriman, 33 yards. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. Ballantyne opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make? Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. The end result, 21 yards. They'll go toss right with Coleman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Wilson. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Disregard for the Jets field goal of 29-yard attempt.
Nagar's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. What's that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He'll get this off to Swift. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They try the left side here with Williams. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Detroit.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Play action. It's Wilson. It's complete to Cole. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appeared to lull the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, 2nd down. From the gun, here's Goff. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they... Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. From the 40 now on second down. Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. Now Wilson. Now he's forced out right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They run with Samaje's younger cousin. This is LaMichael Pirine. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here's Wilson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Wilson and Moore there for the Jets first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Wilson. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. One last throw here for Goff. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still